as you can see yourself, I'm sure you figured it out already, we are getting ready to put the turret back on the tank. So today is the day. Hopefully everything goes smoothly.
Hello viewers, so today again Battlefield Vegas, we've reached a massive step in our T62 restoration. Today is the day we're going to put the turret back onto the tank. So thus far we've refurbed the whole entire main armament, main gun, turret interior. We have the hull fully operational and running well. So today's the day we're gonna lower that thing on there. So we're going to use the M728. It's like an engineering variant of the M60. We have a snatch block rigged up to the crane system, so we have double weight. Our weight that we're going to pick, it's about 22,000 pounds, give or take. So the winch and cable is more than plenty to pick that up. However, we're kind of at a point where once we lift, we can't move the tank. So what we're going to do, the plan is this, so far, we're going to pick up the turret, and then we're going to have the tank backed under the turret or pushed under the turret. And because we can't move the tank itself while the turret's suspended, we're going to move the hull of the T62 maybe with a forklift in I'm talking small directions, maybe a ½ inch, ¼ inch, to get all the holes lined up. So once the turret's at a safe distance above the hull, we'll actually put a guy in there down under the hull, and he'll locate all the holes. Fortunately, he can traverse from within the turret, and that'll move just the turret ring itself. So that'll be a pretty easy way to line up the holes inside the turret. Then we'll secure the bolts, they'll all be safety wired in, and then finish her up. So thank you.
Okay, as it turned out, this bottom part of the tank doesn't quite fit under there, so we need to turn it around. So instead of it backing it in with the rear, we're gonna go nose in this way. So, and that's the problem, just to show you what's going on. So yeah, you see between the turret, and then we have another turret here from the Iraqi one, and there's only so much space. So we need to make sure the tank fits under there. And that's what Richie's gonna do now. He's gonna turn this baby around. Alright, guys are doing final checks, pre-checks for everything, making sure the tank is pretty much lined up. As you can see, it's lined up with the turret. So let's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. The turret. Once the turret is lifted up by this crane, and then somebody else will drag that frame from under the turret away, and while it's hanging, probably Richie will get right in here and then drive this baby right under the turret. Okay, guys are moving the crane now. I'm gonna switch to time lapse to make it a little easier for you. So,
got to do a power turret lift.
Yep, that's it. Up to do. go through, so let's see what happens.
Driving a tank.
Yep. All right, now let's see. Okay, now we're taking the Iraqi T62 turret and we need to put it on the stand, because that baby's gonna need work too. That's in the future. I think it looks a lot more complete now. I love it. This was the last big step that needed to be done with this tank, and it's done. So there's still more work with this one. There's still a lot of things need to be hooked up, put back together inside of the tank, but it's minor comparing to today's. All right, so T62 is back together, and I know one of my subscribers was calling it a jacuzzi, or it could be turned into a jacuzzi. Well, not anymore. That's the loudest stopping engine I've ever seen or ever heard. All right. Okay, the Iraqi T62 turret is now on the stand. So this will be the next restoration. As you can see, it's really rough. Most of the paint is gone. The components need to be also tested and checked and see if they're functional. But that's later.